When using Google Sites, there's a problem that happens a lot, and it has to do with security. Google is set up to protect your privacy, but when you're making your portfolio, you need to be public. Okay, so a couple of tricks. One is I like to create a folder. So in this case, I have a folder for my illustrations for 204. And if you go into the folder and go into share, and then make sure that the access isn't restricted, but it's anyone with the link can view, then anything that you put in this folder will ask you if you want to share it. And it will remind you to make sure that people are able to view it. Why does this matter? It matters because if I go to my portfolio and I add something from my drive, so I'm just going to pick this passport document here. So I add it to my drive and I publish and I think that everything is good. And then somebody tries to look at it, here's what happens. So here's the little trick, because if you go to the preview or you go to view the published site, you are going to see everything because you're logged into your account. But if I copy this link and I go to another browser, so like I was in Chrome and now I'm on whatever the new Microsoft is called, if I paste my link and try to look at my site, so for example, like you turned it in for me to watch as your teacher, I'm going to see some kind of an error. But if you look at the other ones that are in my folder, those are visible. So you have to make sure that any documents that you put on your portfolio are available to anybody with the link. Okay. Couple of other tricks. I showed you briefly, but you want to make sure that you publish. And there's a couple settings that should come up when you set up for the first time, or you can go back and double check. If you click on the person for the sharing, you want to make sure that your site is public. If it is restricted, then we can't see it. And that defeats the purpose of a portfolio. So make sure your site is public. We're not going to put anything weird or embarrassing on there. So, we can put it out there for people to see. That's the purpose of a portfolio. Another good thing is to check your settings and see what your web address is. If you copied my template, it's going to say something like FCS 108 portfolio. So you want to make this personal. You want to make it yours. Okay. And then when you turn in your link, make sure that you copy the published site link. And that will take me to your site that has been published. So if you follow all the